I'm standing in my bedroom, my heart racing, as my mom bursts in, disregarding our pleas for alone time, and I'm wondering how it's come to this. My mind flashes back to the day my parents and I first moved into this house, a gift from my dad and his twin brother, a symbol of their love and generosity. Or so it seemed. Growing up, my parents, my mom 44, and my dad 48, had a complicated relationship, to say the least. They met when my mom was just 16, and my dad was 21. I, 26, was born into this dynamic, and it's all I've ever known. My parents' relationship was intense, with dramatic fights and passionate makeups. I often felt like I was walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next explosion would happen. My mom lived with her parents until she moved in with my dad, and I followed in her footsteps, living with them until I met my husband, Liam, 27. We started dating in 2019 and got married in 2022. My cousin, Kai, 21, who we consider our adoptive brother, joined our household in 2023, after escaping an abusive home. We also have 3 kids, and our lives were a whirlwind of chaos and love. Before moving into the new house, our lives were a mess. The environment was toxic, with constant complaining and drama. My parents promised that things would be different in the new house, that we'd start fresh and leave the negativity behind. And for a while, it seemed like they were right. The tension dissipated, and we were able to breathe again. But it didn't last. My dad's temper, which had always been a problem, began to flare up again. He'd lash out at me, at Liam, at the kids, and we'd cower in fear. I tried to leave once before, in 2018, but my mom guilt-tripped me into staying. She claimed that Liam and I wouldn't make it on our own, that we needed her and my dad to survive. I believed her, and I stayed. But as the years went by, I realized that my mom's behavior was controlling, manipulative, and emotionally abusive. In 2023, I wanted to leave again, but my mom threatened to call CPS, and I was terrified. I didn't know what to do, so I stayed, and the drama continued. But things took a turn for the worse when my dad got physical with me in front of the kids. He threw me onto a bed, and I had a panic attack. That was the moment I knew I had to get out, no matter what. I started therapy, and I began to see my parents' behavior for what it was, abusive and toxic. My dad's anger was like a ticking time bomb, always ready to explode. And my mom's manipulation was like a slow-burning fire, eating away at my self-esteem. As I look back, I realize that my parents' behavior has been a pattern my whole life. They've always been entitled, always expected special treatment, and never respected boundaries. And now, with Kai living with us, it's like they've found a new partner in crime. Kai refuses to work, doesn't pay rent or bills, and does the bare minimum to help around the house. He's always on his phone, sleeping, or watching TikTok live, and he yells at the kids to leave him alone. It's like he's a ticking time bomb, waiting to unleash his anger on us. The final straw was when my dad screamed at us to get out, in front of the kids, and knocked over a bottle of cologne onto my daughter. I called 911, and we're trying to get out of the house as fast as we can. We're looking at loans and other options, but it's hard when all our income goes to bills and essentials. We can't afford to move, but we can't stay here either. It's a catch-22, and I don't know what to do. When we told my mom we were moving, she had a meltdown, throwing a tantrum and trying to guilt-trip me into staying. But I'm not having it this time. I'm done with the emotional abuse, the manipulation, and the toxic behavior. I'm done with being treated like a doormat, like I'm not worthy of respect or boundaries. I'm done with my parents and Kai treating us like we're their personal servants, always expecting us to drop everything for them. The double standards are staggering. My parents and Kai expect us to be instantly available, 24/7, no matter what. They'll wake Liam up at 1 a.m. to move something at my grandpa's house, but they take 30 minutes to wake up themselves. They have no concept of boundaries or respect for our time. And if we try to set boundaries, they get angry, like we're somehow depriving them of their rights. It's exhausting, the constant fighting, the constant drama. We're trying to be good parents, to give our kids a stable and loving home, but it's hard when we're surrounded by toxic behavior. We're doing everything for our kids, alone, with no help from my parents or Kai. And yet, they have the nerve to criticize us, to shame us for not being perfect parents. It's like they're trying to break us, to wear us down until we submit to their will. As I stand in my bedroom, my heart still racing from my mom's sudden intrusion, I know that I've had enough. I'm not going to take it anymore, the disrespect, the manipulation, the emotional abuse. I'm going to fight for my family, for our right to be treated with respect and dignity. I'm going to fight for our boundaries, for our time, and for our sanity. And I'm going to do it, no matter what it takes. The question is, was I right to stand up for myself, to set boundaries and demand respect, or was I overreacting? Should I have just taken the abuse and kept quiet, or was it time for me to take a stand? Was I the jerk for feeling fed up with my parents and Kai's behavior, or were they the ones who were in the wrong?
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop your verdict in the comments below, subscribe for new stories every single day, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one.